Hi, I'm Sharon Garland. I'm a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, health, wellness, lifestyle, nutrition coach. And we're here on the 7th week of eating healthy for busy lives. And we're going to check it out on Facebook, make sure I'm broadcasting properly. Give me just a second. Is it working? There's a little delay. It takes a minute to see. How are we doing? Slow today. All right, looks like everything's broadcasting well. So we've done 7 weeks of eating healthy with busy lives together. We've learned a lot, gone through a lot of steps. We've gone through the mindset you need to eat healthy, just getting yourself in a good place, telling yourself that you can and that you will. Then we learned about macronutrients, protein, fat, carbohydrates, and how to portion those throughout the day to set yourself up for good sleep and energy throughout the day. Then we learned meal planning based on your knowledge of macronutrients, which was a handy thing to learn. Oops, excuse me 1 second. Then we learned, meal planning. Then what did we learn? Eating healthy on the go and in restaurants, and how to snack. Finally, we learned healthy snacking. And now we're going to wrap up with planning for success, just a recap. So let me share my screen here. Bear with me 1 second. Working? Okay, eating healthy with busy lives, planning for success. Today's agenda is planning for success mindset work and a planning worksheet, which you can download when you register for this webinar through the link on Pinterest or Instagram or on Facebook, right under the text for the ad for this webinar. And I am going to put a link up on my website for a YouTube channel that has all of these videos and a link. There will be a link with each video to the worksheet or the guide or whatever freebie is associated with the webinar. So if you haven't registered or you haven't downloaded any of these great freebies, seek out the links with the ads for the webinar. You'll see it. It says FYI series, and use those. That's what they're there for. This week was a planning sheet, and we're going to go over that before we wrap up today. So the why and the how. Remember your whys and hows, always. We went over that in mindset. Having a powerful reason to be on this journey is critical. Why do you want to eat healthy? Think about that. You should have already thought about that. But remember it. Having a clear plan in place for life's twists and turns will help you be successful, of course. Don't beat yourself up. Everybody fails forward to success, myself included. I have a terrible potato chip addiction. I'm sure that I need to work on my adrenals because of my love for salt is indicative of that. But it just case in point, we all have our weak spots. We're all prone to fail in times of stress or when we're tired or we didn't take the time to prepare. So that's what all of this webinar series is about, preparation, mindset. I tried to give you a lot of tips about that in meal planning, in meal prep. And if you're on my Instagram, you will see a lot of examples of how I plan ahead and make food ahead that will be used many different ways. Maybe I make a pan of roasted vegetables this week. I posted on Instagram. And then I used half of it in a chicken bone broth soup. And the other half I've divvied up between different meals. I'm going to put a swordfish steak over a bed of these roasted vegetables. This morning I put some of the roasted vegetables in scrambled eggs. So there's lots of ways to prepare ahead so that you always have healthy food on hand. We talked about it. I gave you a sheet about it. So just think along those lines and you'll be doing yourself a big favor. Prep day, food prep day, say it's a couple of hours long, will get you 5 hours during the week, nights, whatever your work week schedule is, but it'll net you 5 extra hours during the week, because you will have already chopped and maybe roasted the vegetables. Maybe you've already made the quinoa or the buckwheat or some type of pasta that you like. And then you can just put these things together, these vegetables, and maybe you've gotten a rotisserie chicken, or maybe you've cooked a whole chicken in a crock pot and picked all the chicken meat off and made bone broth with what you would think of as throwing away. So you have all this chicken, you have these vegetables, then you have this carb, whatever carb you've chosen, and you mix this together as a meal with some kind of delicious sauce that you create. All these little preparatory things net you hours during the week that you can spend with your family, or going to yoga class, or playing music like I like to do, whatever it is. But don't beat yourself up over slips. It happens. It happens to everybody. There's no reason to spend too much time being upset with yourself. There just isn't any good reason for that. It's not going to help you. It's going to raise your cortisol. It's going to make you blue, and it's not productive. Just move on. Look at your mistake, learn from it, and decide how you're going to do it differently next time. No blame, no shame. Take note. Take note of how you feel when you're successful, and remind yourself of how great it is to be successful in your quest to eat healthy and whole foods at home. You're back in your kitchen. You're not buying boxed and canned and prepped foods. You're not eating out every meal. You're not grabbing quick, fast food. And take note how you feel, because you're eating whole, healthy, hopefully organic food. If you're a meat eater, well-sourced, clean-sourced meat, pastured eggs, and free-range chicken. By now, you're likely seeing some changes in your health and well-being. Within 3 weeks, you'll likely see a decrease in other symptoms. You may see a lowered level of inflammation that you may not have even recognized as inflammation. You may find yourself able to move better, sleep better, think better, less brain fog. That's something to look forward to. And it can prevent you from slipping when you start to see how much better you feel. When you get to 3 weeks, write down how you feel. When you've really endeavored to eat healthy and you've done your best, you're going to have some slip-ups like we just spoke about. But take note 3 weeks in, how you feel, and write it down. Writing things down is pretty magical. Make a laundry list of the great things that have resulted from your changes. Put it on your fridge if you need to. Put it wherever it reminds you to take the time to make the preps to keep you from failing. This is planning for success. And you don't want to mess that up. Find your supporters. Make note of who your supporters are and tap into that positive energy. Call each other for recipe ideas, meal planning ideas. Buy vegetables from a community share farm together. If it's too much for just you, share the membership with a friend. Split vegetables up. One person roast the vegetables, another person cook the pasta. Split them up. There's lots of ways to help one another. It's not your family, it's not your friends, that's not unusual. Who is your support? Maybe it's a Facebook group. Find people in groups that you belong to and use that as a sounding board for ideas. Give ideas, because you have good ideas, and take ideas. A private group on Facebook will be a great place for support. They're amazing. You have a tremendous source of support in yourself. You are your strength. You are your support. And you're strong, and you know what you do, and you have your reasons why you do them, and you know what you're good at, and you know what you can share, and you know what you can count on in yourself. Your weak spots are where you seek some support. Accept a lifestyle that will be challenging. Take a deep breath and do what you need to do. We talked about this, and I'm reminding you about it. Accept it. It is what it is. Move on. Plug away. Start feeling better. Life's messy. Life's messy. It's unpredictable. The best laid plans are going to get messed up no matter what you do. You can have a little bit of a backup plan. There's only so much you can do. But what you can do is cultivate some flexibility and the ability to roll with the punches. Preparing your food ahead, eating whole foods, these things make you stronger. These things make you more resilient. Keep on seeking new things. I think this is paramount. I'm a terrific believer in kitchen experimentation. Right now, I'm making some Swiss chard stem pickles. I'm chopping the Swiss chard up. I have these whole stems. They're about this long. I can't bring myself to throw them away. I don't know what to do with them. I searched on Google. I found a recipe for Swiss chard stem pickles, swear. And they were simple. It was vinegar and a little bit of organic sugar and some spices, caraway seed, I think, and mustard seed. Very easy in a 16-ounce jar. Turn it every day. 2 weeks, we'll see what they taste like. I'll let you know. Check my Facebook page. Experiment. Failure is failing forward to success. Try new things. Try lots of new things. Try new foods. Try new recipes. Just get back in the kitchen. That's where your health is going to come from. Never stop looking for great alternatives. Boring breeds slips and trips. Don't eat the same thing every day. Do not eat the same thing every day. You have a favorite smoothie that you love and it's so easy and it's so rote. You just make it every morning. Not a good idea. The body will actually develop some sensitivities to food that you eat every single day over a period of time. It's not unheard of. So really try to expand your palate, eat a lot of different things. There's a lot of different things that you can make for breakfast that are quick and easy that you can do the night before. If what you're loving about your smoothie every day that you eat the same thing every day is the ease of it, there's remedy for that. Stick with me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm always posting new things. So keep an open mind. Never stop searching for new foods and new options. If you're a picky eater, I understand that. I've never had to deal with it. I didn't have a kid that was a picky eater. I've never been a picky eater myself. But if you are a picky eater, that's a very real thing. And I had a coworker that used to say to me when I would say, try it. She'd say, no, it's scary. And I'd say, food is not scary. And she would assure me that, yes, it was. It was scary to her. So I had to come to terms with that and understand picky eating is a real thing. But if you are a picky eater and you can branch out just a little bit and try a couple of new things, you may surprise yourself with an expanded palate, which is good because we need to eat the rainbow, as many colors as you can in a day. The gluten-free, non-GMO, and organic markets are growing because I highly doubt wheat and the rest of our food supply is going back to what it was in the day before it was genetically modified and began to hurt our bodies. It's never going to be that way again. So it's up to us to take heed and understand what in our quick and easy food source at the grocery store is hurting us and what is helping us, because that's the reality of it. Food is either hurting you or helping you. And you have to know that and become the steward of your own health and decide what you're going to put in, what you're going to look to for energy and nutrition, and how it's going to fuel your body. And is it going to be doing that, having to overstep and counteract the toxins of pesticides and synthetic fertilizers and God knows what? Or is it going to be whole and organic and be nutritious and feed your body? Hire a health coach. If you are having trouble making these changes, or you're having trouble losing weight that you've wanted to lose for a long time and you've tried a lot of different things, hire a health coach. It's for you. It's something that if you can't do it by yourself, that's what health coaches are here to do. We're here to support you. We're cheerleaders. We can give you ideas. We can provide support you need to make lifestyle changes that maybe you don't know about, maybe you haven't thought about, or maybe you have thought about, but you haven't been able to get the support you need to help you through. A weekly check-in call is pretty magical. That's why Weight Watchers has been so successful. People had to go to the meeting and get on the scale and get cheered on by a crew of supporters. So let a health coach be your supporter. I'm a health coach. I'm available for hire. But right now, what we want to talk about is getting some guidance from professionally trained people to help you overcome the roadblocks so that you can leap over them. Let's get to planning. Leaving this or any program, it's critical that you have a plan for success. Not having a plan of attack for life's twists and turns is where people fail. You need to have ongoing goals, even if it's to maintain something, as well as a schematic for how you're going to handle the day-to-day challenges that will arise. You're in luck because what I've given you is a step-by-step guide to do just that. Download the planning guide, fill in the blanks. Do yourself a favor. It's simple. It looks remedial, and it may be remedial. But if you haven't been successful thus far, try this. Writing something down is pretty magical. Take it seriously. This stuff will become second nature and keep you on the right track. Tell your friends and family this is important and let them know the plan. Put your reminders and motivation wherever you need to, on your makeup mirror, next to your computer, wherever you need it. Use your phone, your calendar, schedule things for yourself. Sticky notes, mental notes, create reminder triggers. When this happens, do this. Refrigerator notes, whatever it takes to help you succeed. This is for you, and you can do this. You can eat healthy. You can overcome obstacles, unforeseen things. You can have a nice protein bar in your bag. It may be mushed or crumbled because you've carried it around for a while, but the day you need it, you'll be awful glad you had it. Establish your goals. Grab your worksheet and let's write down some goals. Where are you currently and where do you want to be? What are you looking to do? Are you looking to lose weight? Are you looking to stop eating gluten, stop eating dairy, whatever it is? Are you looking to stop eating out, stop eating fast food? These are good goals. Use the blanks for your own goals and use a separate sheet of paper if you have more goals. And make your own. Make your own up. Decide what it is you need to help you. Establish your goals. Now let's look at how you're going to get there. Things to consider. When do you want to accomplish these certain steps? Where's the money coming from if you're increasing your spending or investing in coaching? Where's your support going to come from? These are things you need to think through to be successful. This is planning for success. How are you going to get there? What's your plan? List what you're going to try and all of the details you need to make it so. Time frame, where the money's coming from, who will support you, etc., etc. Plan of attack for obstacles and stumbling blocks. This is really important. If you were going to open a business, you would look at the competition, you would look at your location, you would look at things that could go wrong, you would be planning for your success. You need to do the same thing about your diet, your health and food intake, your health and well-being. Plan of attack for obstacles and stumbling blocks. Obstacles will pop up. There are several obstacles for you to think about in the planning worksheet. And it gives you an opportunity to think about them and then write in the next column what you're going to do. You know, unexpected day trip. And what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about your food? How are you going to attempt to feed your body when you have an unplanned, long day and you don't know where your food's coming from? You're going to go back to your mindset. You're going to go back to your why. You're going to go back to your healthy eating planning worksheet. You're going to go back to your snack guide. You're going to remember all the things that we've discussed, and you're going to help yourself succeed. This is a really important one. Create your mantras. Mantras are things that you say over and over in your mind to help yourself remember your intention. Setting an intention, setting a goal, and then helping yourself with a mantra. I can do this, you say. The little train that could, I think I can, I think I can. Lifestyle changes are rarely simple. By now you have a great mindset and a plan, but sometimes you're going to need a pick-me-up. In this section of the worksheet, create your mantras that are going to get you through the slumps, slips, and the times when you fail. Maybe you have a favorite person that you like the way they think, and you've seen some things that they've written, some small blurbs, maybe on Instagram, maybe on Facebook, maybe in a book, that you can write down and consider that a mantra to help you through the slumps when you need a little pick-me-up, a little time to be pushed forward. And you can support yourself. It's important to have a support group, but what's really important is to learn how to support yourself. I'm hoping that all of these encouraging things that I've had to say to you will help you in the future. These are your action items for this week. Fill out your planning worksheet and commit it to memory. I don't mean memorize it. I mean remember the things that are helpful to you to help you plan for your success. This will be what you'll fall back on and where your new habits will arise from. Let me end this show and get back over here and see if I can show you the planning worksheet real quick. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm making that clear, if you can see that or not. It doesn't look like you can. There it is. All right, so Eating Healthy for Busy Lives, Planning Guide. Looking to see what you've seen. As you can see, step 1, establish your goals. Step 2, obstacles and stumbling blocks. And there's quite a list of them. You can really help yourself by thinking those through. Step 3, create your mantras. And I think that's about it. So be sure and download that. I'll try to remember to put a link in the Facebook for today so that you'll have access to that. And this is the end. This is the end of our 7 weeks. I want to thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping that you have found something that you can take forward to help you be successful. I really want to see everybody eat healthy because I know how much better I feel. I am going to run a 5-day detox in April. It's going to be simple. It's quick. It's easy. Most of the people that I say I'm going to go through a detox, and sometimes I go through a 21-day detox, which I highly recommend. It's very good. But when you're just starting out and you're a beginner, that's a long time. And the resounding resistance I get is, no wine? So 5 days, you can do that and still have your wine at the end of your 5 days, in moderation, of course. But give it a thought. Watch my Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. I'll be posting about it. I'll also be sending some emails out about it with some more details about early bird pricing, then the pricing afterwards, and what it includes. It's going to include a meal plan, a suggested meal plan, recipes, shopping list, and lots of support. Lots of live Facebook and emails every day to support you through a 5-day cleanse. When the seasons change, it's a really great time. Your body slows down, tries to get rid of some toxins. You've been sitting around a lot. You've been eating a little heavier food. We're going to transition into a little bit lighter food. One of the first things we want to do before we detox is support the liver, because as we detox, the liver has to get rid of the toxins. So the liver needs to be in pretty good shape to do that. So these are things that you need a professional to help you with. That's me. So be sure and watch my Facebook page, check your email, I'll be in touch with you. And I hope you join me in a quick and simple 5-day detox for beginners. I'll walk you through. In the meantime, thanks for being here and be well. Now I have to figure out where to go to end this thing, so pardon me. Back to meeting. Stop the share. All right, everybody, be well.